Well, hello there guys, Eugene here from Review Outdoor Gear, and today I wanted to talk to you about cycling and the use of a power meter. I've been cycling for about 2 years at this point, and I've come to the point where I realize the need and see the need for a power meter. And they have become very affordable nowadays, so anybody, including just somebody who's riding for fitness and recreation, can afford a power meter. Not all of them, but the Stages power meter for sure. And that is what I got today. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and install it on my bike here, show you the tools you need, and then just talk a little bit about the reason for a power meter. And hopefully this video will be somewhat informative for you. And if you've come to this video researching about cycling and power meters, I've watched quite a few videos on YouTube and researched a little bit, and I think the Stages power meter is probably the best deal at this point, this being 2016. Well, the bike I have and I've been using this whole time is the Defy Composite 2 from Giant. I actually did review it when I just got it, and you can check out that review by clicking the video there. The review was done quite a while ago and I didn't know much about biking and cycling, so beware. But that is the bike that I've been using. I love the bike. It is a great bike still. For installation of the power meter, you saw me unbox the power meter there, and we have it here. So this is the Stages power meter, the left crank arm power meter, and you're going to need a couple tools for the installation of this power meter. The most important tool is going to be a torque wrench. Now, down in the description, I will have links to all of the tools on Amazon if you don't have any of these or some of these. I will also mention that the Tecton torque wrench is a very good deal compared to the Park tool. Beware of the Park tool. It's like twice as expensive, and it is not any better than this one. And I've seen some very good comparisons. This one is just as good and a lot less expensive. So you're going to need that, and make sure to get the version that goes from 2.2 to 22.2 kilonewtons. They have a bigger one, and that's going to be too strong. You're also going to need a 5mm conversion to put onto here to be able to use that as an Allen wrench. You're also just going to need a regular Allen wrench, 5mm as well, a little screwdriver. And this is another special little tool. It's a cap preload tensioner tool that's specifically designed for the Hollowtech 2 from Shimano. So you're going to need that. Now don't forget that if you need to take your pedal off, you will need a 15mm wrench to do that as well. So Stages makes a left crank arm power meter. Other power meters from other companies, usually there are a couple that come in a pedal version of a power meter. There are a couple that come as a hub, a rear hub, like the Power Tap. And there are also power meters that come as the right crank set. But this is a left crank arm power meter, which is really nice because it allows you actually very easily to swap them out between bikes. So if you have different bikes and you need a power meter that will work on several different bikes, you can go ahead and just get one and switch them out as long as the cranks fit, or you have the same crank set. So this is the 105 from Shimano, and it works really well with this one, even though this one is not the 105, but it is a no-name brand Shimano that is the same as the 105. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking my pedal off here with that 15mm wrench. Next, I'm going to loosen the crank arm here with the 5mm Allen wrench, and you want to make sure you just do both sides. You don't want to do them all at once, all the way. Next, take this tool to loosen the crank arm cap. And next, just remove the safety clamp. And then you just want to pry off the crank arm, just like that, and off with the old, in with the new. I actually had a cadence meter on here. This one has a cadence meter built in. Just push that in, cap goes back in, and we close the safety clamp there. And let's just tighten this Allen screw here a little bit. And I'm just pre-tightening with this. I'm not going even close to full tension. Now you want to set the torque wrench to 12 Newton meters. Between 12 and 14. Lock it down. Continue tightening on both sides until it's done. I'm going to keep going until you hear that. All right. So tensioning is done, and all I have left to do is put on the pedal and sync it to my device. This allows you to connect with Bluetooth as well as ANT+. So just make sure you sync that up with your head unit as well as your phone if you're using Strava, and it is ready to roll. As soon as I put the pedal on and sync it up, go out on a nice ride. Well, there we go. Installation all completed, and I'm ready to ride my Stages power meter, and I'll let you guys know how it goes in the future. And I'm planning to actually go on quite a long ride, and hopefully this will be a very useful tool for me in preparation for that and during the ride. So let's go for a little ride now.